Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over the difference between a 3.5 inch and a 3-inch shell. The 1/2 inch might make quite a difference. Here we go. We got both the Super X by Winchester. Same exact shell from the same company, just in a 3-inch and a 3.5 inch. They don't look like there's that much difference. There's the 3-inch, and here we have a 3.5 inch. The weight on here is 1 1/8 ounce. These are number 2 shot, and the 3.5 inch is 1 3/8 number 2 shot. So same exact shot size, but you get 2/8. So that's about 0.25 more ounces than is in the 3-inch shell. So now what's that break down to? You can see, here we go, you got that 1/2 inch extra length on the shell here. But I actually went ahead and opened both of these shells up and counted the pellets in them. But first of all, let's see what the weight is and see if they actually do come in at 1 1/8 ounce and 1 3/8 ounce. So I'm going around the back of the camera now. I'm going to go ahead, turn on the balance, let it zero out. And this is the 3-inch 1 1/8 number 2. Go ahead, dump these in. And we're come up with 1.16 ounces. So 1 1/8 ounce should be 1.125. So we're actually got a little bit over, looks like 0.04 ounces more than it looks like there should be. So definitely getting your money worth on the 3-inch. Let's go ahead and do this with the 3.5 inch. Again, let the balance zeroed out right now. Remove this stuff. And now we'll dump in the 3.5 inch. And we come to 1.36 ounce. So 1 3/8 should be about 1.375. So here we're just under that amount by 0.01. It's not that big of a difference. But now let's go ahead and lay these pellets out on paper and see how big of area they actually will cover. Alright, so I went ahead and I actually took all the pellets out of those containers and dumped them out on a piece of paper so you can actually visually see the difference in area. So you can see the 3-inch we have over here on the left is definitely less of an area that those pellets are taking up than the 3.5 inch over here. And I actually went through and counted all these pellets in here. I didn't remove any of them, and there was 117 number 2 pellets in the 3-inch. And in the 3.5 inch, we had 164 number 2 pellets in that one. So that's a difference of 47 pellets, almost 50 pellets more in the 3.5 inch. I'm going to go ahead and count out 47 pellets so you can see just how many more that is now. All right, here we go. I went ahead and I counted out 47 pellets in this pile from the 3.5 inch. Now there are about 117 pellets in both this pile and this pile. So this is how much extra pellets you get in a 3.5 inch right here. 47 pellets of number 2 shot in a 3.5 inch shell. So some people might say there's not really that big of a difference if you go from a 3-inch to a 3.5 inch, and you might as well just use the cheaper shell, the 3-inch. You know, Bobby Guy for the longest time on his channel was saying, just go with a 3-inch shell. Of course that was because his gun couldn't shoot 3.5 inch, but now that he's got that new Super Black Eagle 3, a few of his other guns as well, I think one of his Rites is actually able to shoot the 3.5 inch. Now he's saying go with the 3.5 inch shell. And why not? They are more expensive, but this 47 pellets could be the difference of you taking down a duck. It's more essential for really taking down geese, but even so, when I'm doing my pattern testing, sometimes there's areas that these pellets are not hitting in with a 3-inch shell that a 3.5 inch with this extra pellet count in there would take down a duck. I definitely am going to be shooting the 3.5 inch from now on. I'm going to use the rest of my 3-inch shells this year. I think I still have 2 more cases of these to get rid of, and they did great last year, especially with Winchester's $40 mail-in rebate. I got all the money out of that I could, but you can go ahead and get 3.5 inch Winchesters as well. Might be switching to some Black Cloud. Definitely a little bit better quality shell. You can see in here there are quite a difference between the pellet size and weight. Vastly different sizes. The Black Clouds are not like that. There's a little bit more quality control, but you definitely pay for that quality product. Just to kind of play devil's advocate here, is that the disadvantage of using a 3.5 inch shell is that you have this much more weight. Let's see, they're both the same velocity, but you have that 1/4 ounce more coming out of the barrel. It's definitely got more powder in there to be able to push that heavier load out. So it is going to kick more. And by kicking more, you're going to have a tougher time getting back on target. 3-inch shell, it's not going to kick as much. You're going to be able to take that shot, probably not even feel it that much, and get right back on target faster. So that's one of the biggest disadvantages, is the little bit bigger kick. Your arm might be getting a little bit sore by the end of the day, depending on how many shots you're taking. Also, they cost a little bit more. So that's the two biggest disadvantages of using the 3.5-inch shell. Just wanted to throw that in there to play devil's advocate. You definitely, if your gun can take it, go with the 3.5-inch. If you can spare the money as well, they're worth it and you won't go wrong. I have a lot of unboxings coming up while we're in this coronavirus COVID-19 situation. We're not able to get out very much, but I definitely have, well, maybe I'll just give you a quick sneak peek of what's coming up here. This is the next unboxing that I will be doing. I'm going to be taking this out to the field, comparing this shot cam to the Tacticam 5.0. I'm sure you guys already know which one's going to win out on that, but I'm very excited to do this and do the unboxing and do the comparison of these, and to be using this year come duck season on my channel. It's going to produce some very high quality shots. It's also going to be great for me to see where I'm missing. I missed a little bit last year. Everyone does, and now I'll be actually able to see where my pellets were going, where my pattern was, and analyze that and say, well, was I behind the target? Was I too far forward? Did I stop the barrel and not follow through on shots? It's a great tool, even for shooting clays. You can't go wrong, and you guys are going to see that in my comparison of the Tacticam and the shot cam coming up very soon. Be sure to catch that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below.